All right, good morning, everyone. It is 8:37 in the morning of the 25th of March, 2022, and this is my pre-market strategy session. So today, the title of the video is Trade the Setup, bullish or bearish. So I'm starting off with the cues here, you can see, and well, you know, the bulls have taken control for the time being, at least. So the volume has been trailing off a bit on this run here. You can see down here at the bottom, as this rise has continued, the volume is kind of falling away a bit. And well, that's not such a bad thing, really. You know, it's just that the VIX is still elevated. You know, and over 20. You can kind of, a VIX over 20, or actually where it is right now at 21.74, that implies a 1.5% move up or down on any given day. So the best thing that can be done here really is and this is what I've been doing in the past week or so. I've only been waiting for my setups. And I've gotten, in the past week, I've gotten 3 setups. It's been a really slow week because I'm anticipating the bear trade. And so obviously in a few days here, let's see, from the bottom here on the 14th to yesterday on the 24th, you know, that there's been a 13.31% move to the upside. And I've been looking for bearish setups. And, you know, if I'd been looking for bullish setups, I certainly would have gotten, much different results in the past 2 weeks. But fortunately, because I'm patient and I wait for the setup, you know, I'm not just jumping in and getting disappointed, you know. So for today, and actually for the foreseeable future, I will just be trading the setup. You know, whether it's bearish or bullish. My setup it's really very simple. When both the 1 minute and the 10 minute are coming out of overbought conditions on the relative strength index simultaneously, which is actually kind of interesting. You can see here in this one, here's the 1 minute chart over here on this side, and here's the 10 minute chart over here on this side. And it's going into oversold on the 1 minute here. This is pre-market, and volumes don't really count, but it makes for a good example. It's going into oversold here on the 1 minute, and it's coming out of overbought here on the 10 minute. That's a divergence. What I want to see is both of these charts moving simultaneously out of overbought and into, headed toward, out of oversold and toward overbought, or simultaneously coming out of oversold and going toward, or coming out of overbought and going toward oversold for a short, while at the same time the VIX is making the same move. So once all of these charts line up, once the relative strengths line up on all 4 charts, the 1 minute on the Qs and the 1 minute on the VIX lines up when they line up, and then when the 10 minute relative strength on the Qs lines up with the 10 minute on the VIX, then I'll be looking for a trade. Now on the long side, this would have been beautiful over the past 2 weeks. There were a lot of great entries on the long side, but my bias was bullish. My bias was bearish. So for the foreseeable future, I'm only going to be trading whatever setup presents itself. If it's a setup that presents itself as bullish, meaning that the VIX is coming down out of overbought and the Qs are coming up out of oversold simultaneously on all 4 charts, then it's a long. If the opposite is true, if the VIX is coming up out of oversold and the Qs are coming down out of overbought simultaneously on the 1 minute and 10 minute charts, then I will look for a short. I will enter into a short trade. This is, above 20 and below 30 really is a great spot on the VIX. So above 20 and below 30 on the VIX is a great spot for traders to make money. And so that's what I'll be doing, and just waiting patiently for the setups to occur. So I guess let's go through the risk ranges here. I'm actually not really going to pay too much attention to the risk ranges right in here, not because they're meaningless, but they aren't reliable right now. So here's the 10-year, and it's consolidating up here, really close to the high end of its range. And usually, in my experience, consolidation, a consolidation period's a bull flag. Here's the post, and here's the flag, and the resolution, to this bull flag tends to be a continuation to the upside. So, that's what I'm looking for right now. Whether that's bullish or bearish for the overall market, I don't know. It's probably bullish for the financials, that's for sure. So here's the SPX. It's really close to the top end of its risk range. Usually I would play the risk ranges, but here recently the risk ranges have just continued to kind of grow higher as the S&P grows, and it hasn't really acted as a reversal spot or a spot of resistance, even for that matter. So, I'm just going to trade my setups, trade the relative strength setups. The Nasdaq is doing an amazing job here. I mean, it's bullish. On its face, it's bullish. Let's see the dollar. The dollar is consolidating up here. So the 10-year and the dollar are signaling weakness. It's signaling fear. It's signaling, hey, bonds are headed up. So sell bonds, short bonds, whatever it is, and then go to safety. Where in safety in the dollar. If we see the 10-year start to really fall lower, then that kind of means it's people are running to safety in bonds and getting out of the dollar. Well, anyway, gold, yeah. Amazon is pushing up near its highs here, and really bounced off of the top end of the risk range here. But yesterday it looked like it was getting ready to start its next leg down, but then it really recovered there in the middle of the day. Tesla is amazing. Elon Musk just opened that factory in Germany, so Teslas are going to be all over Europe, no doubt. USO oil is still kind of hanging around high, and then coffee's holding on to this trend level right here. Another dip below on coffee, and it'll look pretty bearish. I've already got an alarm on it. All right, let's see what else is going on here. Oh yeah, crypto. Let's check out crypto here real quick. This is interesting. So, and this is Bitcoin has been a signal for risk on the broader market. And what's really interesting here, I've got this split up into sort of the green, yellow, and red. So it was bearish down here, and it was not a great spot to buy. But here it's neutral, and up in this area right here, above 53,000, it's bullish. Exactly how this goes, exactly how this plays out, I don't know. We're forecast to go into another leg down. The economy is pointing to a Q2 second quarter of falling GDP and falling inflation. So exactly how everything plays out, it seems to me that things would be kind of on their way down, but who knows? Perhaps there's another rally left in the market before things really turn around. So in any case, it's nice to be in line with the trend. Just right now, it's looking to me like there's not really an up or down trend to call at the moment. It's until it breaks into new highs, the trend is still down. But we've also got this sort of leveling off right in here. this area right in here where price has decided that it's going to just kind of run sideways. That could happen for a while. So, I'm just trading the setups. If a bullish setup presents itself to me, I'm trading it. If a bearish setup presents itself to me, I'm trading it. It's just that simple. I still think, economic conditions, I think, are still bearish. It's just that when it comes to trading and making money, the overall trend, you want to be in line with the overall trend. But when the overall trend isn't really revealing itself or not really participating, then you just trade in the direction that things are moving at the time. So that's what I'm doing. All right, everybody. Good luck out there. Keep your risk tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, tap the bell, and I will see you on Monday morning's strategy session. Good luck out there. Have a great weekend, everybody. I am out.